Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioStation.
Swiggity swag, what's in the bag, LumioStation? My name is JayYTGamer, but you can just call me Jay, and I am one of the competitive battling conductors of LumioStation, and I will be bringing you guys today's top 10 Electric-Type Pokemon. Now keep in mind that this list is fully opinionated, so you are no obligation to agree with my opinion, but as long as you respect my opinion, I will respect yours. And if you do not agree with my opinion, then feel free to leave your own top 10 electric type Pokemon in the comments section below. But let's go ahead and jump into this list. Just give you a warning, there's a few legendaries on this list, and that is only because there's not really that many electric type Pokemon that I like. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. Whoop! Okay, so coming in at number 10 is MANECTRIC, and MANECTRIC is really low on my list, mainly because MANECTRIC doesn't really stand out to me, but until Gen 6 where it got a Mega Evolution. That is the only reason why it, is on this list in anyway, because it has a Mega Evolution and it's actually relatively decent. Not gonna lie, like MANECTRIC is actually decent. It has decent special attack and speed. I think both of them are base 105 when it's normal, and then Mega it's base 135 or something like that. So it's pretty fast. It hits kind of hard, but it's just not relevant enough. Like it was only relevant in Gen 3 in Pokemon Emerald when Watson used it and completely smashed me multiple times with it. But other than that, it's just not relevant. But I don't completely hate it, which is why it's on this list. It's actually a really good Pokemon. I like it, but I don't like it as much as other electric type Pokemon, but I like it though. The design of it is kind of I mean, Mega MANECTRIC, the mountains, but regular MANECTRIC just looks kind of weird to me. I don't know, that's just me though. Coming in at number 9 is AMPHAROS, and AMPHAROS again is kind of like MANECTRIC. It wasn't really relevant until Gen 6 where it got a Mega Evolution. Mega AMPHAROS is amazing. It hits really hard. It's part dragon. The only downside to that is that it only gets Dragon Pulse as a dragon type move. It doesn't even get Draco Meteor, and I mean it's understandable because it's originally just a pure electric type, but I mean, if it got Draco Meteor, it would be a lot better, which is why it's kind of low on my list. But the reason why it's on my list is because it's really strong, it's really cool. At first, I thought Mega AMPHAROS looked weird, but now I love it. L'Oreal, Fabio, the hair shampoo, conditioner, like whip your hair back and forth. Willow Smith, there you go. That's how you do it. AMPHAROS is powerful, especially if you run it on like a sticky web team. Ooh, AMPHAROS hits really hard. Or if you run an agility set, this thing is a monster. This thing is just a complete monster. And if you guys do not understand why AMPHAROS gets a dragon typing when it evolves or when it mega evolves, AMPHAROS' Japanese name actually has the word dragon in it, so that's why it gets part dragon when it mega evolves. Coming in at number 8 is ELECTROSS, and ELECTROSS is on my list because literally this thing does not have a weakness unless you use a move like Smackdown or Gravity or have the ability Mold Breaker or something like that. That's the only way this thing has a weakness, but technically this thing does not have a weakness. It has a very nice move pool. You can run a special set, you can run a coil physical set if you want. This thing just has so many moves. You have so many moves to choose from with this thing. I've used one personally. I like it. I hate the Gen 6 sprite, but I still like it as a Pokemon itself. And I just think that people sleep on ELECTROSS, but this thing is really good. Like I said before, it doesn't have a weakness. Like you have to waste either a move or you have to bring a Pokemon with Mold Breaker in order to actually touch this thing with a ground type attack. But other than that, it has no weakness, and I think that's really cool because like electric types only have one weakness, and ELECTROSS' ability Levitate completely negates the entire ground type move whole pool thingamabob. Wow, great words, Jay. Anyway, it just negates all of that. So it has no weakness, and I think that's really cool. Now, of course, I like more. There's Pokemon I like more than Electros, so that's why Electros is so low on the list. But I really do like Electros just because it really doesn't have a weakness, and it has a great move pool to choose from, and it's just very versatile in my opinion. So coming in at number 7 is LUXRAY, and LUXRAY is on my list purely because of its design. It looks like a monster. It looks really, really, really nice. I just wish that this thing was electric dark. That would have been fantastic if they did this to LUXRAY, because LUXRAY looks like a dark type Pokemon. Like honestly, if I looked at this thing, if I didn't know what a LUXRAY was and I just looked at this thing and based the typing off of what it looked like, I would say this thing is a dark type, because I just feel like it should be a dark type. But the reason why it's on this list is because it looks cool. It looks really, really cool. But the reason why it's not like super, super high on my list is because of its speed. This thing hits like a truck, but it is so slow. It's just so unfortunate that it's this slow. I do not understand why it is this slow, but LUXRAY looks really, really cool though. I'm just saying, it looks really cool. And I mean, it hits really hard, and I just love the design, and that's basically it about LUXRAY. I mean, honestly, you would think LUXRAY would be lower on the list, but just because of the way it looks, it's this high compared to the last 3 that I mentioned. So coming in at number 6 is ZEKROM. And ZEKROM is on this list because, well, first of all, it's black. I like the color black. Second of all, it's the first electric dragon type that we've had. I like dragon type Pokemon. Dragon type Pokemon are amazing. You're probably wondering, Jay, why are you doing top 10 electric type Pokemon if dragon is your favorite type? You'll see why in a minute. Anyway, back to ZEKROM though. ZEKROM hits like a truck too. And I mean, yes, okay, it's a legendary. It's supposed to hit like a truck, but it gets what? Bolt Strike, Fusion Bolt, Outrage, Dragon Claw, all those nice physical stabs, and it's just amazing. It is just amazing. Like, it's just so powerful, especially when it fuses with Kyurem. Black Kyurem hits so hard, but its move pool is Garbo, but it hits really hard. And that's just the power of ZEKROM being added to Kyurem. ZEKROM, a monster. I loved it in Pokemon White version. That's the game I got because I just like the color black, and the black dragon looked cool, and I hate Reshiram with a passion. So ZEKROM is really strong. It's just it's just a really strong Pokemon. I like the design. It looks cool. I like the whole turbine thing that it has going on in the back. Like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of some sort of futuristic generator kind of thing, and I just love that kind of stuff. It looks techy to me. ZEKROM is more tech-like to me than Reshiram, and because ZEKROM looks more technology based, that's why I like it. I love technology, and that's why I like ZEKROM, and that's why ZEKROM is on this list. So coming in at number 5 on my list is RAIKOU, or RAIKOU, however you pronounce it. I'm gonna say RAIKOU. Anyway, I like RAIKOU because this thing is also a monster. Have you ever faced this thing in UU back in Gen 5 or Gen 4 or whatever gen you played competitively? Have you ever seen a sub-Calmine RAIKOU? This thing runs through your team like it's paper. Like, I have gotten swept by this thing before, and then there was another time I almost got swept by it. I don't know how I came out of it alive, but I did. RAIKOU, people sleep on this guy. This guy is amazing. Like, of course, out of the legendary beast trio, everyone goes for Entei and Suicune. Not gonna lie, I like Suicune, and I like Entei, but RAIKOU, don't sleep on this guy. This guy is fast, has great special attack. Gets moves like Thunderbolt, Thunder, obviously. Gets Aura Spear, I think through an event, through the Shiny Beast Trio event, which hits Pokemon nicely. Its accuracy is always 100%. It never misses. It's great. RAIKOU is just a powerful threat. You can run so many sets on this thing. You can run like a choice scarf set. You can run choice specs if you wanted to. You can run sub calm mind. You can run life orb. You can just run expert belt. I don't know. You can just throw whatever you want on Raikou and you can run it, except for, you know, a choice band or something, because like who runs physical Raikou? But Raikou is just a great Pokemon to use. It's powerful, it's strong, it's fast, and I've gotten swept by this thing before. Do not underestimate Raikou. It is amazing. I do like the design of Raikou as well. I just wish that they gave him his own movie. I don't know why they're gonna give the other two their own movies and not Raikou. Like, even Game Freak sleeps on Raikou. Not even cool at all. Not even cool. So coming in at number 4 is Thundurus, and Thundurus is on this list because, first of all, Prankster. This thing gets Prankster. You can go for what, the nasty plot straight off the bat and just get to +2 easy and just start killing things. Just start killing souls. Running what, like nasty plot, focus blast, HP ice, well, hidden power ice, and what, like thunderbolt, whatever you want to run. It's just a great Pokemon to use. The Prankster ability gives it an edge just because you can set up a nasty plot right off the bat. No one can stop you from setting up the nasty plot. You can run a sub nasty plot set if you want. I don't even know what Thundurus is run. Not only that, but there's also the Therian form, which is just a complete monster. I always use the word monster, but this thing is scary. Have you ever faced a Therian form Thundurus? I haven't, and I don't want to, because I don't want to get my team completely demolished by that thing. That thing is just too strong. It's too powerful. That's why the freaking Therian form went Ubers in Gen 5, I'm pretty sure, and the normal form was still OU. Like, Thundurus, it's just amazing. That the Prankster ability itself just gives it that edge to set up on you right off the bat. Like, it gets nasty plot. Like, Prankster nasty plot, that's an easy +2. That's an easy, like, good 2-hit KO on a lot of Pokemon. That's all I'm saying. That's just all I'm saying, you guys. It's just a threat. It's a threat. So number 3 on the list is Galvantula. Now, Galvantula is on my list because, one, I mean, even though personally I hate spiders in real life, I don't have arachnophobia. I just don't like bugs in general, but I like the concept of a Galvantula. It's a spider, or a tarantula, I guess, if you want to really go, you know, specific with what type of spider it is or whatever. It's a spider. It's an electric spider, and I love the design. I love the way it looks. I love the fact that, you know, you can use it in Gen 6 as a sticky webber, because sticky web is way overpowered in Gen 6, because, you know, well, first of all, it came out in Gen 6, but yeah, sticky web, great. You can use it to set up. It gets compoundized, so your accuracy of thunder is actually higher, so you can smack people with thunder. It has great speed, decent special attack. You can run choice specs on this thing. You can run sticky web, focus sash on this thing. You can run life orb. You can run just so many things with this thing. You can run like volt switch and volt switch out, whatever. You can just, you know, bug buzz. You can just do a lot with Galvantula. Galvantula is amazing. Like, I can't remember what tier Galvantula was in, but honestly, I can see this thing going higher than, at least I can see it going UU if it wasn't already UU. I can see it going OU, honestly, because Galvantula is just too good. It's just really good with compound eyes, sticky web, thunder. It's amazing. This thing is an amazing Pokemon, and I mean, you can't sleep on Galvantula, you guys. Like, use Galvantula with Black Kyurem, kill souls. No, better yet, Galvantula and then Mega Ampharos. Sticky web, let's go. That is power right there, you guys. That is power. Number 2 on my list is Rotom. And Rotom is on my list because, first of all, it has levitate as an ability, so it gets rid of its ground weakness easy, unless you use unless you use Mold Breaker or Smackdown, or if you have Mold Breaker or use Smackdown or Gravity or something. Not only that though, but then we got the Rotom forms. We got Rotom Fan, Mow, Heat, Wash, Frost. We have all the forms. Rotom Wash is easily the best form though, just because, well, first of all the Rotom forms are bulky, but the Rotom Wash is just more versatile, is better. It's just better in general because it only has what I think one weakness, and that's grass. Outside of ground weakness, if you have Mold Breaker and use Earthquake or something. But other than that, Rotom Wash is the best Rotom. Like it literally is the best Rotom. And I mean, if you don't think so, I mean, obviously this is an opinion, but it's just a really good Rotom. Is just very versatile. It's just a really good Pokemon to use, and I don't sleep on Rotom. Even though this thing, it looks like a little speck of dust on the face of the earth, don't mock Rotom. Rotom will completely mess you up if you do not play around it correctly. Let me tell you. And now for the number 1 electric type Pokemon on my list. If you guys know who my favorite Pokemon is, then you guys already know who is on this list. This is why I did this list. But my number 1 is Electivire, and Electivire is, oh my goodness, have you just look at this guy. Electivire looks like a freaking monster. Not only that, but the anime made me love Electivire so very much. When Gary used it against Ash and a Pikachu, he demolished Pikachu. He crushed Pikachu's soul. It was amazing. Not only that, but then when Paul had one in the Sinnoh League, oh, that thing was a big monster. That thing was a threat. That thing would destroy anything in its path. Like, I love the design of Electivire. The only thing I don't like about Electivire is the fact that it gets slower when it becomes an Electivire, but its ability Motor Drive, when it gets hit by an electric type attack, its speed increases. That is fucking crazy. That is so awesome. That is just cool. Electivire is just a beast Pokemon, has great physical attack, has a nice move pool. I run like Wild Charge and or Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Earthquake, Brick Break or Cross Chop, maybe Fire Punch if I really need to, but I have Earthquake for Steel types anyway, and I have Brick Break and stuff for Steel types too. But this thing is just a freaking monster. It looks like a monster. It is a monster. I love the design. I love the whole line. I love Elekid. I love Electabuzz. I love Electivire. But Electivire is my favorite out of the whole line. Electivire is just a beast. Like, how can you sleep on this thing? This thing is so amazing, and I still don't have one in X and Y, and I don't know why I don't have one yet. I need to get myself one of these because it's my favorite Pokemon. I love this thing. It's just, it's cool, it's powerful. It was a beast in the anime. I don't care if it lost to Infernape. It was a beast in the anime nonetheless, and I love this thing. So Electivire, my number 1. Boom, there you go. And there you have it. That is my top 10 favorite, or I guess favorite, electric type Pokemon. And if you guys have a top 10 that does not really correspond to mine, then leave it in the comment section. Be sure to check out the other conductors on this channel. And with that, I will check you guys out later. Peace.